Hi, this is Zach here with the Bulletin Board Heroes here at Zach's Traders Cafe for Wednesday the 13th of September. Starting off with Atome, which is making steady progress after the bear trap gap reversal earlier in the week, and basically looking for the initial target here, the red line there, March resistance line, top of that triangle, from then £1.15, and obviously then after that as high as £1.25, hopefully by the end of next month or even sooner. Ideally we get there by the end of this month. Upside valid while we hold above the £1 level. Looking at alien metals next, and here we've got a situation where obviously there's been quite a fall in the stock, and seeing whether the shares can regroup. Looks like we've got a rising trend channel base. There's a gap to fill there up to 0.23, which obviously would be a nice target from now, and also hopefully the 50-day line maybe by the end of next month at 0.26. And the upside valid while we hold above recent support around the 0.16 level and the floor of that channel. The turnaround backed by bullish divergence, i.e. lower September price, but the RSI staying at the same August low level. Moving on to Ben's Creek, where it looks like things are starting to move in a positive way in terms of the high wall miners, etc. We've got a rising trend channel base here. Had a full storm there back at the end of last month, so it's sort of bull trap through 15 pence, but now we seem to be well above that level and above the floor of the channel around 14 pence, looking for 21 pence by the end of next month, and again, hopefully by the end of this month. There's a gap to fill up towards 17 pence, so I suppose that's the initial destination, and if you're cautious, you might want to see an end-of-day close above that before assuming that the bottom is in place after what has been a rather lengthy bear run. East Imperial also looking decent. V-shaped bull flag based on the 200-day moving average. Nearly hit our initial target there around 2.9 pence. So we can upgrade that target now to an upper parallel there, which is heading towards the I suppose it's heading towards the 4 pence level, and looking for that by the end of next month, while we remain above 2 pence, which is recent neckline resistance. So a happier story there. Inverted head and shoulders base there, and the rising trend channel as well from back in February. On to equals, which is going great guns on the fundamental front, and also going great guns on the chart. Here we've had obviously a massive rally already, but looking for further gains. We've got the top of a rising trend channel there from July 2022. That's heading for £1.21, and hopefully we could hit even as high as £1.40 by the end of next month. That's set on the back of the unfilled gap to the upside we had yesterday through resistance, which tends to be a very strong signal. So above 105 at least, looking for as much as 140 on equals. The next contender is a stock which I think I looked at yesterday, but can't remember that far back now. But we've got the situation at Karelian Diamonds. Here you can see that at a V-shaped bull flag breakout through the 4 3/4 pence level. The longer we stay above that, the greater the chance of a move towards 6.5 pence, hopefully by the end of this month. But extended recovery there for the shares, 50 and 200-day moving averages, both rising, and we're confident of a push higher while we're above 4 1/4 pence, which was mid-August resistance. On to Longboat, which had a nice RNS today. Here we've got, we had the bear trap gap reversal. In fact, it was an island reversal, bear trap island reversal, from March to May, and we've remained in a rising trend channel ever since. Floor that channel around 22 pence, above 22 pence, looking for 35 or 36 pence by the end of next month. If you're cautious, you wait for an end-of-day close through the 50-day moving average, currently around the 26 pence level, but above 22 looking good on Longboat. On to Mode, which is firing away as well at the moment. That overall V-shape, so that's 2 V-shaped bull flags, in fact, so one for August and now one for September, above recent neckline resistance at 2.3 pence, looking for initially 3.3 pence, and then maybe by the end of next month, although it seems rather unlikely given the history of the shares, up to as high as 5.5 pence. But let's see first, obviously, if we can get to 3.3 pence. That looks doable at the moment while we're above the 2.3 pence level. Northcoders is next, and that's off the back of a rebound that we've had, a 2-day rebound. The shares really oversold, so the RSI went down to sub 10, which you don't normally see, and we had that sideways shuffle along the lows, which tends to be a good signal in the sense that it just shows that selling pressure has been eliminated, and we've just had those two strong candles opening at the low, closing at the high on 2 sessions. Looking for 200 pence by the end of this month, and then we can see if the shares can go any further than that. But at this stage, 200 pence while we're above resistance on the way down, which was around £1.75. Next up is OnTheBeach, which has rebounded sharply from an inverted head and shoulders in place since basically the beginning of July. The neckline there around 106, 107, that's July and August resistance, and above that looking for £1.40 by the end of next month within a rising trend channel from back in May. But a great turnaround there. As you can see, we haven't really had many gaps on that chart, so something looks to be happening there in a positive way. The next stock is Rockfire, which has hit that line, the top of that rising trend channel since October. That was around 0.39, so we're looking for an end-of-day close basically above 0.4 to give us a fresh leg to the upside, maybe as high as 0.52 by the end of next month. The news flow there seems to be coming through quite well at the moment, so let's look for the low 50s, especially while we're above the mid-30s, the last peak there in July, around 0.36. So above 0.36, looking for a 0.5 plus target there. I covered Silver Bullet yesterday with its poetic name, and here shares up 24%, which is always nice. Unfull gap to the upside started the rally last month, had a sideways shuffle, and then broke the 200-day moving average on a closing basis yesterday. Above that at 49 pence, we're looking for 85 pence by the end of next month, and the way things are going, it could be rather soon. It could actually be in a week, but let's not get too excited on that. Moving along to Tertiary Minerals, and a nice V-shaped bull flag here either side of the 200-day moving average. That's at 0.13. Above 0.13, looking for 0.22 as soon as the end of next month. Remember, the rally started with bullish divergence and an unfilled gap to the upside and a break of the 50-day line, which is now rising. So all those things, positive ticks for the technicals. Finishing off with a stock which has been requested, and here we've got Vodafone. Which is obviously rather larger than most of the companies that we look at here, but it looks like we've got a triangle target there up towards the 200-day moving average there at 84 pence, and basically while we're above the support line there I've just drawn, then and the 50-day line at 73 pence, looking for 84, 85 pence by the end of the month. The sizzle here is the unfilled gap to the upside that we had yesterday through recent resistance, so through the 75 pence area, and that gives us extra confidence that the shares could deliver a turnaround. I suppose the other point to note there is a resistance line there from back in February, which is also in line with that rising trend channel base potential target. That's for me today. More updates tomorrow.